Yeah, we went there to visit there, and the cops were there, and Lisa went up and asked them what were the cops doing at this house, right? Because we were just there to visit her baby's dad, and they're like, yeah, there was a group overdose here. She was a group overdose. What do you mean? And the cops said that 3 people overdosed in the shed there, from fentanyl. And she goes, oh my God, well, are they okay? She goes, one didn't make it. She goes, which one? And they said, Chris, her baby's dad, right? She started getting really upset. And, you know, 2 of the other ones made it. And one of them was Corey, her friend, right? But the place was kind of like a dangerous type of house, right? It was like these people didn't die because they did cart fentanyl. Somebody gave them cocaine. And when they took it home, they snorted the lines of it. And it was like, that cart fentanyl, the shit that kills you right now. And that year was the year that they were giving that shit out to everybody. There were people smoking joints and they were dying from it, right? Left, right, center. So it wasn't heroin addicts who were dying from the shit in the first place, right? They were using it to kill off anybody who did drugs of any kind, right? They're putting it in everything. Mm-hmm. So Lisa felt that it was like a targeted event, right? Like somebody did it deliberately. So later on, maybe half a year later, I don't know how she did it, but she convinced me to move in there with her, right? So I move in there with her. And this girl, Tracy, had been going out with Chris at the time when he died. She was going out with this other guy now, Jay. And Jay goes, fuck, man. He goes, that house that you and Lisa were living at before you came here, that was fucking quite the fucking place, eh? He goes, that place has got quite the history. There's been a couple of murders there. The fucking landlord's this crazy fucking wizard. Apparently he's a serial killer from fucking San Francisco, the old Zodiac killer, hiding out here in Canada. Like, yeah, I've heard all these stories and said, to be honest with you, most of them are fucking true that I know of. And he goes, yeah, I know. He goes, fuck, man. He goes, you guys lucky to survive living there. He goes, why would you live in such a dangerous place? I told him, well, I didn't really have many options at the time when I was looking for a place, I said, once you're living around these people for a while, you get used to them, I guess, as long as they're not killing you. He laughed about it, and he goes, yeah, I even heard that there's a rumor that there's blood pumps in the basement. Because they used to do, like, all sorts of weird stuff to people at the house. So there ain't no blood pumps in that basement. What are you talking about? Well, a couple days later, I go by Ron's to visit my dad. Mm-hmm. Ron's like, if you want to continue cleaning out the basement, I need something, and maybe you can move some other shit to the back, and make up for fucking something that I figured I owed him, right? So I go down there and I'm cleaning up, and the first box I go to in the back corner, after I told him there's no blood pumps in that basement, I mean, I've been through there cleaning it out for him for a while, right? The very next box that I grab, blood pumps in it. It's not like somebody planted them there. They had like decades worth of dust on them. It so happened that after I was told that there was blood pumps there, the very next time I go down there, after going down there 100 times, that's when I discovered a box of blood pumps in it, For the understanding. It's lots of shit like that would happen. Somebody would say something and that on cue it would occur. It was like, no way, it could have been a coincidence. That place was so strange. You'd see like weird balls, orbs going through the air in the basement. And one day, me and Lisa and my dad were in the kitchen, and there was like pop cans, shit hanging up in the fucking hallway, going down to the basement on the way out the door, to go to the bottle depot, and a couple of bikes hanging up, right? And I could hear these cans rattling around down there. I'm like, who the fuck would be down there rattling the cans? He's like, oh, someone's stealing our cans. Go check. So I go open the door. As soon as I open the door to the basement, I see these cans like jumping up the staircase, like 5 or 6 cans that were loose on the ground. They jump up the stairs onto the fucking landing, kind of bounce off the door, and then they shimmy around on the floor, back and forth, like in different fucking angles. Mm-hmm. And then they stop. And then the bikes that were hanging up, one of them had metal pedals on it, the other one had plastic pedals on it. Well, the metal pedals, they started spinning really fast and slowing down, and they spun really fast and slowed down again. Lisa's seen it too. So, what the fuck was that?